Welcome to the Mac and Jack Attack,
And this is Mac.
and I'm Jack. And how many games have you played or beaten this year, Mac?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't. This year, 2021.
Yep, 2021.
I actually don't know. I really don't know. When did I get Sekiro?
I cannot answer that for you, man.
I'm. Phew. If Sekiro was this year, then I beat Sekiro. But if I was last year, then I don't think I beaten any game at all.
Because yesterday was the first time that I beat a game this year.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
What is it?
and it was Jedi Fallen Order. Pretty good game. But we're not here to talk about how good or bad that game may be. We're here to talk about how
Depression.
hard it is. Yes, depression, and how hard it is to manage playing games, something that we love to do, and living our lives and trying to survive in this grim, dark world.
It can
But
sound
yeah,
like
dude.
a Last of Us monologue, right?
But yeah, dude, like just thinking about it, like last year, 2020,
Mhm.
honestly, it wasn't that bad of a year for me. It was a lot worse for a lot of other people, of course.
Yeah.
I played a lot of games last year, you know. I
Mhm.
don't want to list them all because I can't even think of them. But yeah, like for gaming, last year was a great year for me, especially because I built my PC, you know, PC Master Race. Gotta shout out.
Truth.
But yeah, this year, a lot more difficult, a lot more going on in my life. I know, like, well, for me personally, I started going back to school. I'm working also, and then I also have a girlfriend who I don't want to sound like she takes up all of my time. She's very cool with me playing games. Like, not a lot of girlfriends are cool like that, but I just can't find the time to play games anymore. And, you know, I feel like that might also be part of the reason why we don't really talk about video games as much. We kind of just ramble. But, you know, when it comes to gaming in 2021, it's just a lot harder for me personally. Like, what about for you?
To be honest, that's one of the biggest reasons why. Like, okay, so essentially, 2020, I would say that we had a lot of time in our hands in a sense. Obviously since we had to stay home,
Yeah.
but I mean, I'm your typical like college student trying to make it. So 2021, I'm going hard at school, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm having a hard time trying to manage games and just life in general. And don't get me wrong, I love games, but it feels like it's dwindling over the years because
Yeah.
of the amount of responsibilities or shit that you have to do first before you game. Because in my eyes, right, in my eyes, not that again, no disrespect for anyone that finds games to be number one priority, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you do find the games by all means, bro, do you? But for me personally, uh, it's been dwindling because of the responsibilities that I have to like take care of first. That's one of the main reasons why this year, what games really see even games, I have a hard time catching up. What games came out just last month?
Man, I don't even know. Like, well, to be kind of fair, not many games get released in the beginning of the year. I feel like they're more summer or like end of the year, like
Right.
November.
But
So
even
there
then,
hasn't, yeah, there hasn't been any games that have like gotten my attention that
right,
have came out recently. Also, like people are working more towards like next gen, which I don't think either of us have yet.
right.
Um, and like still like when I think about 2021 and what games are coming out, the only thing that I could think of that I really want to play is just Resident Evil Village, which comes out next month, I believe. So
Same here.
looking forward to that. I'm gonna replay 7 beforehand, but I just man, when it comes to finding time for games now, it's like okay, I've become exactly what I hated.
Ooh, same
uh,
here.
I like this will make more sense to you in a second. Because one of the reasons why we started this podcast was to kind of create a bigger discussion around like single player versus multiplayer games, and I was very for single player games.
Right.
But now, whenever I game, I find myself just playing multiplayer games. Just it's for that jump in, jump out factor, you know.
Did we talk about this?
A little bit. We didn't go too in depth with it.
Right. I was gonna say
Yeah.
because like, I mean, that's whose side are you on? That's the thing. You were more of the single player, right?
Yeah, more single player.
And I was more of a single player as well, but I sided
Yeah.
with the multiplayer, I think.
Cause like okay, we both do both.
Yeah.
Like we play a very wide variety of games, and that's like why it's so fun to talk about games with you, is because we ain't no basic bitches.
Exactly.
Sorry, basic bitches out there, but
We're
you
unique
basic.
as fuck.
But yeah, like I don't play single player games anymore, really. Like and
It's because it's very time consuming. I mean,
it, yeah,
it's yeah, we really did become the people we we really didn't want to be, huh? To be fair, that's like a really it's okay. This is a little factor a little bit about me. As a kid, what got me through was video games for sure.
Yeah.
Like obviously, I think everyone has their shitty days or shitty childhoods. I was one of them. If I had a small violin, but yeah, video games got me through, and I think I promised myself that I would like keep playing games till like the end of time, right? Till I get fucking old.
right.
But now I'm like at an age, like I'm 24, right? Again, it depends on everyone, but right now I'm at that point in my life where, again, I have to fight. There are certain things that are more important than games, and because of that, it fucking dwindled. It died. I don't
Yeah.
find enjoyment in playing games as much. It's kind of like what you said before as well. I only play multiplayer games just to get in, then get out, and then I'm done for today,
Yeah, yeah.
which is sad. Really sad. I fucking hate it. I really do. It's because don't get me wrong, there's like there's still like that back of my like there's in the back of my head, right? I'm just like damn. There's this new game that comes out. I became one of those people that buys these new games that come out, right? But never touch
Yeah.
them.
Right.
I never touched it. For example, what's that one game I bought? I mean, I know there's also these excuses. I want to say excuses, but there's reasonings as well. Like the game is buggy as fuck. You can't play it. I'm trying to think. Okay, Cyberpunk. One of them is Cyberpunk. I was really hyped for that game, but like I keep telling myself that before the game, I would complete everything. But obviously, I just couldn't because it is not. Again, I just don't have time for it, which sucks. I know there's a bunch of other side quests that I still have to complete, but it's like, yeah. It's the same thing with I bought this game called Marvel Avengers.
Yeah.
Did not touch it afterwards. I think I
Not
have
a lot
few
of people
hours.
did.
Yeah, I heard it was bad. But that's the thing. I barely have any time to even return the damn game. It's like it's not even a thought. It's like, oh, okay. It's there. I'll return it sometime. But yeah, it's it just feels like it's just I don't know. For me personally, I hate that so much and it sucks.
Like all right, hold on. Let me get my question straight. Like
Yeah, go for it.
what do cuz you kind of went into a little bit of like, you know, you played video games as a kid, but like what does gaming mean to you?
Everything. You don't understand. Just kidding. It's honestly, actually no. Like, what does it mean to me?
Yeah.
This is gonna sound really fucking like, your typical stereotypical like gaming guy, but it's an escape from reality, to me.
Yeah.
It's my way to become. I'm thinking of this as again because I play a lot of single player games as a lot.
Right.
It's okay. This is how I see it. Because to me, okay, this is gonna be really deep. I'm sorry. I know I'm being repetitive, but just warning. I'm not trying to make everyone sad here. The way I see it, life sucks and it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I'm a quote Rocky. uh, you know, life is gonna kick your ass and it's gonna like bring you down and keep you there permanently unless you get back up. But
Yeah.
like sometimes you need a break, right? Because you can't just keep rolling out with the. Well, that's how I say it. You can't keep rolling out the punches because it's gonna take a toll.
Yeah.
When I play video games, I see it as an escape from reality, where I see progression and I see a character who I want to be, but I can actually play as that character in that virtual reality, right?
Yeah.
That's how I see it. It makes me forget what I have to do in real life. So, yeah, it's more of an escape. So, I guess you could say it. What is gaming to me? It's an escape of how shitty life is. But I mean, we could. I think we could all agree that life is hard, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard. I mean, it doesn't matter how everyone's different. Everyone goes through different shit. No matter if it's hard, it's hard. It's fucking hard. And games to me is a way to escape. That's why I play it on easy. I want to feel like a god. So that's what it means to me. It's an escape. Is it bad? Uh See, this is the part where I kind of I'm conflicted because
Yeah.
I could actually, if I get really into games, I could actually ruin my life. And to be honest, it's not gaming's fault. It's entirely my fault because this
Mm-hmm.
is, yeah, it's my fault here. Like, here's a little fact about me. I failed freshman year because of Skyrim. That for real. I was so addicted. I skipped classes. I would procrastinate on homework. I failed freshman year because of Skyrim. Not playing Skyrim, it's my fault entirely. If I legit get too invested, I will invest my whole life into this game, and then that leaves me suffering in real life.
Right. Right.
So one or the other, I have to sacrifice. But that doesn't mean I can't balance it out. That's why I don't play games as much anymore. I just play and I dip in and dip out essentially. I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, but for me personally, in terms of video games, that's where I'm conflicted. I don't know if this is a good thing, whether to say that gaming is an escape. I don't think it should be. It should be just for fun, but for me, it's an escape.
Yeah, because like, I feel like if I were to ask a bunch of different people that same question, like, what does video games mean to you?
Yeah.
The answers are all gonna kind of sound the same, but be different. You know,
Yeah.
like some people they play games as a way of connecting with people. You know,
Yeah.
uh, like, hey, here's this game that me and my friends will be playing.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even enjoy it, but I'm spending time with the people I enjoy spending time with.
Yeah.
Or there's like, of course, there's that fun factor. There's the competitiveness of I want to be better than people and shit like that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to me and what gaming means to me, it's like I don't even know what it is anymore. Like it's
Yeah.
really weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like my answer back then would have been any of those, but now like I've been like I have not played games as much, and I don't really know what what games mean to me anymore. Like I've been trying to explore more indie games than like big AAA games or like big multiplayer games and all
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I feel like for indie games I can connect more with the creators because they
Yeah.
get to put more of their like the intentions are more out there.
Yeah.
They can tell you why they made this more than like a big corporation. I mean, this is kind of going into like indie games versus AAA games and all that.
Yeah.
But you know, of course, AAA games they could still tell that same thing, like God of War,
Mhm.
The Last of Us 2, even though that's kind of controversial. We'll always be talking about that.
Right.
You know, like the directors have an intention of like bringing these characters to life and all that and telling this story,
Mhm.
but I don't really like feel. I don't know where I'm going with this anymore. But okay. Anyways, the point is, after I think one of the reasons why I don't play single player games as much anymore is because it's hard to find a story that I connect with, and especially after I hate I hate that I always bring up Yakuza in every one of our podcasts, but then
Nah,
it's
be
just like
proud of him, my guy.
after playing Yakuza and just getting hit with so many different emotions,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard for me to find that in a different game. So then, like, I guess part of the reason why I don't play single player games as often is because, like, I need a story that, like, can impact me that hard, which it's
Mm-hmm.
hard to find. It's hard to find that in any good media, like,
Right.
whether it be TV shows and movies. It's hard for me to just close my brain in a really weird way, despite like my brain always being super active and like thinking about this and that, like in life, whether it be school or work.
Yeah.
It's like, even though I am using games as an escape, I still want to find something meaningful in it.
Yeah.
And it's hard for me to get that because, like, all right, like, I don't like watching movies anymore
Right.
because we it's weird because we live in an era where like Netflix shows and like Amazon, Hulu shows, they are thriving essentially because they get to tell a story over like an overarching like thing for how many episodes, whereas a movie is only a few hours,
Mm-hmm.
and like you can only get so much from a person through a movie. And games are long as shit.
Yes, that's true.
And they are able to tell stories like that, but it's like it's hard to invest my time when a game is so big. Like,
Right.
I've always wanted to play The Witcher 3, but then I look at it and I'm like, no. As good as that game will be,
Mm-hmm.
there's just too much.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
like I spend too much time thinking about how much time I would have to spend playing that game compared to how much time I'm actually spending to play
Right.
that game. And that's my biggest problem. I think about games more than I play games.
True. Okay. Okay.
I don't know, man. It's weird.
It makes sense. I mean, like, it's well, for one, I think that's really hard because, like, if I were, because for, hold on, let me think. For me, I had to stop with that mentality for sure too, because, like,
Yeah.
for example, this is a again, this is my personal preference. When I played Oblivion, I thought that was the best RPG game out there,
Mm-hmm.
and I've tried when Skyrim came out. It is 10 times better than Oblivion, but for some reason, I think Oblivion is better.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think a lot of people could say that.
it's one of those things where I played it as a kid, and
Mm.
I'm trying to find that excitement again, I guess. And I don't
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
Skyrim wasn't up there with me. Yes, it made me feel the year. I still enjoyed it, but it didn't give me the same feeling as I played in Oblivion. And to be fair, I don't think that's fair to say on the game, because you know they're not every game's gonna fit your preference, and everyone is different, right? So,
Yeah.
but me personally, I don't know. It's more it's a psychology thing. I guess it's more of that. It's instilled in me that I think Oblivion is better, but obviously, logistically or logically, um, Skyrim is 10 times better, story wise, mechanics wise, gameplay. It's just way better. So, I could totally understand that aspect for sure. But it's one of those things where, in my point of view, if it just comes to games like that, I had a really hard time trying to get over that mental for sure. Like trying to
Yeah.
find a game that tops this, that tops that. I for a very long time, since Call of Duty was my first, I wouldn't say my first multiplayer FPS. I thought Call of Duty was king in FPS.
Right. Same.
And then Battlefield came out.
I never got into Battlefield because I was too hung up on sucking Call of Duty's dick. So
Don't get me wrong. I mean, like, straight up, Call of Duty is like, again, it's a mental thing, I guess. Like, I always thought that. A lot of my friends convinced me to play Battlefield, and I hated playing Battlefield
yeah,
until I actually forced myself to like it. See, that's the thing I don't like. I have to force myself, and that kind of leads me to my next thing, where is it bad to force yourself to even play games in the first place?
yeah,
That's the
like
part that I'm struggling with right now. Like
definitely.
right now, for example, obviously I'm like I'm super. I'm about to like hit us with a big bomb in the end of this.
Mm.
But like with games that were what we're saying right now, right? Does that even make us gamers?
Man,
That's what I'm saying, cause like that's what makes that okay. I know this is it's super sad, but that's what scares me
hmm
because deep down I still love games. I love games no
yeah,
matter what. I'm always gonna
same,
be
same.
for games. But does that with everything I'm feeling right now, with the time management, what I find more important, does that make us gamers still?
Yeah, because I mean, I would say we are, like, even though we don't play games as much. It's That's kind of a weird question. Like, what is a gamer?
Yeah, it is a that is a weird
Yeah.
question, but
Um.
it's just really weird because I had conversations before and it's just like you said, it depends on the person, right? Because in my
Yeah.
personal belief, it feels like there's categories of what makes a gamer. By all means, I'm not gonna based on because again I played with Jack for a while now. It feels like we're not that serious at gamers. We're not competitive.
Yeah.
We're
Not
not
at all.
competitive.
Like, we're always there to have fun, and that's
Exactly. Like
yeah.
we could legit lose like 20 times in a row and be like fine with it. Well, I don't know
Okay.
about
Well,
me.
after 20 times, I'm pretty sure I would have stopped
Exactly.
having
Like
fun. But yeah.
but like it's becoming to a point now where it really just depends because I would have conversations, right, and I told them about
hmm
my issue, and I do find this as an issue because again as a kid I want to stick to that. I want to play
Yeah.
games to the day I die. um I actually had someone tell me like then you're not a gamer, you have moved past as a gamer, and I'm like wow, that's like a bust of a win that just hit me like whoa, calm yourself, cowboy. I think I'm still a gamer. And he's like, how? You don't play games anymore. You don't even play single player games anymore. You buy games and then leave it alone. Not only that, you whenever it's your break time, tell me this. When you're on your break, right? You're done with everything that's done. What would you rather do? Sit in your computer, play video games, sleep, or watch a movie? And my answer was actually sleep, watch a movie, watch YouTube, all that, then just play video games. And then he's like, then you're not a gamer anymore. And I'm like, I want to punch you in the face right now.
You're not a gamer anymore. Fuck off, dude.
Like, exactly. I don't agree with that, but it is something for thought. Like,
Yeah.
that straight up really boggled my mind in a sense because it was like, that's kind of. I used to think that way too because like if at least when you're on your break you should play games because like here's a good example, right? My girlfriend
Mhm.
Julie, she's a gamer straight up, like
Yeah.
hard day at work, she had a rough week too, straight up goes home, plays games all day. She will legit play till 12 o'clock and have work at 6 a.m. the next day.
Right.
That to me is a gamer. She's more of a gamer than I am, sort of. But
Not sort of. She is.
she is you're right, she is. So it's one of those things where can I do that? No, I can't do that because now I can't believe I'm saying this, but when playing games I feel more exhausted. It's more
Yeah.
brain
Yeah.
power.
Yeah.
So I don't know, do you ever get to that point as well, or
Yeah, I do because like whenever I do have a stressful day, I'm just like, all right, I'm just gonna chill. I'm just gonna watch something for like you said earlier. I'm like, I don't want to have any activity in my mind,
exactly.
which is kind of contradicting to what I said earlier about like me wanting like a really good story in a game. But then
Mm-hmm.
this is like uh, kind of a different setting, I guess. Like this isn't about me wanting a good story. This is about me wanting to play a game, and like you said earlier, it's just like you don't want to force yourself to play a game because it's not gonna be as enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if I am playing a game after a stressful day, it's like I feel like in a way I'm forcing myself to play a game just to get my mind off of things. But then like I don't really want to
Exactly.
do this, you know?
Right, right. No, that's true, man. That's true. I mean, like, I don't know. That to me, that's a scary concept. But I
Yeah,
do know it's inevitable, where
mm,
it will get to a point where I'm not gonna say I'm done with games, but I'm gonna be one of those people like, okay, I'll have it like 1 hour of gameplay.
yeah. Because has there ever been a time in your life where you like just stop playing games?
What do you mean? Like,
Like has like maybe a few months stretch or a year or something like that, where you're just like, yeah, I don't want to play games, or I just there's nothing interesting for me to play.
does forcing yourself count or not?
I would say no.
That I would say a year.
A year? Okay.
No, actually, 3 years.
3 years. Whoa. Okay.
Like, as much as I want to say that I enjoyed games,
Hmm.
I just don't care for it. It's more of
Yeah.
the. You know what's the mentality of it? Which is again really sad to say. I
But
paid for it.
yeah.
I just want to finish it at this point.
Yeah.
So I get into it, finish it. And don't get me wrong. There's some games where I'm like, oh shit, I had fun playing this. I just had to
It's like that was
force the
worth it.
grind. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was worth it. But there are a bunch of games where I played it just because I paid $60 for it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird. I guess every gamer is just different.
Yeah. Definitely.
Uh, but trust me though, I'm gonna be sticking to those guns. I will be 80 and still play video games. I don't know. Like by any chance, does that's the idea of like? Do you see yourself playing games at that age at all? Like, do you see yourself continuing gaming and enjoying it?
Yeah. I mean, dude, games. I mean, just seeing how much games have changed over the past like 10 years,
Yeah.
it's fucking wild. And like, just all right, we're 24. Well, both of us are 24 right now. So in the next like 50 some years, I don't know how games are gonna be like, but I'm. I hope I'm 80. I hope I live till I'm 80. But if I do, I'm pretty sure I will still be playing games. I don't know what else I'd be doing. I'm fucking 80.
That's
What the hell
true,
do 80-year-old
actually.
people do?
Shit, retired. We're fucking retired and
Yeah.
shit. Getting paid by the government. Oh, that's not bad, actually. What the fuck?
Paid by the government, just sit on our asses in our wheelchairs playing games. Oh my god, this
Exactly.
kind of it's cool but depressing, you know. But
I mean, I'm okay with that. I mean, like, to be honest with you, it's better than doing shit now. I mean,
true, true.
don't get me wrong. It is what it is. That's actually one of the main reasons why, again, I'm starting this vlogging fiasco that I'm doing. By the
Check
way,
them out at Max Adventures on YouTube.
yep, Max's Adventures on YouTube. I uploaded episode 1 yesterday. Anyway, but yeah, it's the main point of me actually. Well, I reconnected with a few friends, and trust me, this actually correlates with gaming.
Mm.
I it's actually quite sad. Guys, if you guys are watching this, I'm sorry, and I have fun playing with you. I promise you, I have fun playing with you. Um, but it's one of those things where the reason why I started this, or a group of friends of mine started doing this traveling thing, the vlogging thing, is honestly I'm trying to reconnect what's fun again, because
Yeah, yeah,
the tipping point for me is that I'm playing these new games and I'm no longer having fun.
yeah.
So wow, I maybe I do have depression. The fuck. But it's like it's one of those things where I'm trying to find moments now, because like with the games,
Hmm.
I associate them with moments.
Yeah, yeah,
I could tell you every good part of what's good in gaming in terms of like what I gone through with my life with gaming, like moments of each individual games, right? I could tell you all
yeah.
those moments and I could cherish them forever. but now it's been like, yeah, 3 years. I don't think I could tell you any good moment at all. The only good moment I had was the Titanfall match we had.
Check that out on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, for real, it's pretty
It's
good.
pretty sad.
But yeah, it's sad to say that, but oh, actually another one is also playing Overwatch, but I don't know if I would count that as a gaming moment because
Yeah.
it's not the game itself. It was more of just us hanging out, if that makes any
Definitely.
sense. So it's that's exactly why I'm trying to do this. If in terms of the traveling thing, I'm trying to reconnect what's fun, because the thing that scares me the most is that, like, the fact that if I can't find that in games, then what's the point in trying to find anything that's fun at all?
Right. So here's this question, because for me, like, there was a good 2 year period, like a few years back, where I didn't play games at all. I
Yeah.
was like focused on more other things because I was like super into dancing and shit back in the day.
Yeah.
Um, so I had, like, this sounds like a weird relationship with an actual person, but it's not. I had like a falling out with video games essentially. Like, at
Oh.
the time, there wasn't that many games that seemed interesting. It was like the last few years to of the PS3 going on to the PS4. I didn't really care for games.
Yeah.
There was there wasn't that many games that like jumped out at me because all the games are kind of the samey, just a bunch of shooters.
Yeah.
Um, and I was just like, all right, whatever. I'm kind of tired of games, so I had a good period of just not really caring about games. But then, funny enough that you brought Overwatch up, because that game is what got me back into gaming, kind of, because me and my friends would play it.
Right.
And then I just started playing a lot more games because we had the PS4, and like PS4 had a pretty good life cycle, I would say. It had a lot of great games on there.
I like to think so too. Yeah.
Because like games are very different from what they were back in the day. Like, so all right, I wrote a paper for my English class about how Dark Souls changed gaming, and I do think that that's true. Games have become more like challenging again, and that's
Yes.
what got me invested into it again.
Mm-hmm.
But then like now it's just like shit. Do I want to play another Dark Souls game? Like, I love Dark Souls, but it's just like when I don't play it for a while
Mm-hmm.
and I get back into it, I'm like, I don't remember how to play. My fucking, like, I am garbage. And then I just don't play it. And then I'm like, well, so now I'm stepping away from this game that I really love. I just, like, spent so much time away from it that like, I don't remember what all of my abilities are. I'm not
Right.
talking about Dark Souls, but like other games,
Mm-hmm.
where it's just like I don't remember how to play.
Right.
And like I played a lot of games, so like if I'm trying to do this in this game, but then it turns out it's actually from this other game, where I'm just like thinking that I could do the same shit. It's
Right.
like, it gets like weird and crissy crossy and shit. So
That's true.
I forgot what my point is, but yeah, it's stepping away from games and coming back to it is something that made me appreciate games again. Is because like I've been away from it for so long that I get to appreciate things that has changed.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like maybe with your adventures, maybe this might even be a positive to your gaming life, where it's like you're stepping away from it for a little bit, but then when you come back, there's gonna be like some crazy shit that's gonna be happening. Um, God
That's
War
actually
later this
what
year,
I'm hoping for. But unfortunately, not that. Okay. I'm not gonna say unfortunate because I'm actually super glad. Okay, so this group I'm currently hanging out with is actually really long term friends that I haven't seen in 5 to 4 years,
Yeah.
and we just reconnected. And yeah, these are the traveling guys. Best friends of mine's. Do anything over the world with them. They're fucking amazing. But the thing is, as much as I want to take a break on games, they play games every day. Like, we're talking about, they play at Well, from what I noticed or observed, they play like around they all get home from work, right?
Yeah.
Long day. Again, it's an escape. It's a good way to hang out, have fun. They straight up get online Valorant to like 6 in the morning. They play all night,
Oh my god.
and I'm over here just like I'm just gonna join and watch and do
Yeah.
homework at the
Yeah.
process.
Because that's like I enjoy doing that more than actually playing now too. Is just watching my friends play because I can see them enjoying it, and I know if
Exactly.
I'm gonna join in, I'm not gonna be having as much fun as what they are now.
Exactly. I don't know, man. It's just really, it's a very interesting concept. And again, guys, like, okay, if you guys are watching, I love you guys. I would
But
play
he doesn't want to play
games.
games with you anymore. No, I'm kidding.
Don't listen to him. Please don't do this anyway. But yeah, again, I love you guys. I would always play games with you guys. But me personally, it's just one of those things where I think they know this too. Where I just have a hard time in finding enjoyment in games. It's kind of weird too, cause like remember how we it's just kind of like switching off to a different next segment is you know how multiplayer is becoming a thing now as well for people like us that are like super busy.
Yeah.
Surprisingly enough, that's also like I like the idea, but this is also
Mhm.
another like super like sad thing, I guess. I essentially I just don't have. I think the community ruined it for me too.
How so?
Uh, just don't get me wrong. I used to be toxic myself, but like, okay, for example, right? I used to love League a lot. I love
Mhm.
League. Not good at it, but I back then I had an ego. Yes, I thought I was the shit. I was a Yasuo
Sounds like
main.
most League players, but yes.
You know, I know that I was getting way too toxic to the point where it was bad for me and bad for everyone that I hanged out with. So I had to legit stop. But by doing that, I legit like, well, I got terrible. I'm shit at the game. Matter of fact, if I were to like I mean, if the guys are watching this now, I'm shit. I'm the worst player in the game. Here's the thing. Not that whenever I do get playing games, obviously I'm not as good. I'm not trying to lose or like fuck it. I'm not trying to be a troll or lose the game in general.
Hmm.
I'm just trying to have fun and do my best, right?
Yeah.
But that isn't good enough for other people.
Right. Right.
And you get dog on. And obviously, I don't think anyone likes getting dog on. That's why I mute everyone from the get go in the online world. I just
Yep.
don't see the point anymore. I just fuck it. I'm done. It ruins my day. Like I don't think anyone wants to be told like you're shit at the game, even though you're just trying to play and have fun. I get it. I get like if you get mad at a game again, I have a different point of view in that aspect where if you get mad at the game, I get it. You're trying to be better, but don't ruin other people's shit. That's one of the main reasons why I don't play ranked in the first place.
Hmm.
Uh, so with that in mind, I don't find enjoyment in multiplayer games as much actually. The only enjoyment I get from multiplayer games is if I play it with like let's say you guys with my other
Hmm.
group. That's the only enjoyment, but that's because they know who I am.
Yeah.
But there's
Like
actually a bunch of groups where I had to cut off.
right. Like I never play competitive, like in anything.
Right.
Unless my friends do, but even then I'm like, okay, well there's a lot of pressure now. If we die and we lose really badly, it's probably my fault. Like I always assume it's my fault, even though
Exactly.
in some cases it's not. I'm just like shit. Well, I just suck.
You feel like
You
shit,
know?
right? Like, cause
Yeah.
like, but like that's the thing about playing with friends that you really fuck with because
Yeah.
they know you. They're not gonna blame. If anything, they actually try to help you out, which I love. Like, I'm gonna shout out Ernie here, dude. I love playing with him because like the way I see him. Okay, I know it's gonna sound like I'm sucking his dick, but I'm really not. I'm just stating facts of what I see. And Ernie, if you're listening to this, dude, you're fucking awesome, bro. He's like, based on what I've seen, he's fucking good at Overwatch. Like when he plays McGree, I get scared. And he's a better Genji main, right? And it's pretty cool too, cause like straight up, when we play, he actually tells me pointers that
Yeah.
I actually
Like,
try to
He's very
implement.
aware of what's going on in the game,
Exactly.
and like no matter how good you are at like playing a certain character or shooting or anything like that, if in a game like Overwatch or League or like any MOBA type games like that,
Yeah.
team based, if you don't know the situation and like how to like defend or go against the situation, then like uh sorry, I don't want to make this into like a other thing, but
Yeah.
it's it's a lot funner when you are playing with someone who knows, and then like you get to learn these things too because you understand the game more on a fundamental level compared to just point and shoot. You know.
Exactly. It also helps that he's super fucking chill. Well, to be fair, just FYI, Jack knows his group way. They've been like childhood friends. Yes.
Yeah, high school friends.
High
I
school
just want to
friends.
dog on him because I know he's probably not gonna hear this.
So regardless, I'm fucking. It is what it is. I'm fucking. I love play. It's just sad. Again, it also makes me sad that I can't play with you guys as often.
It's all good, bro.
Fucking. What's that called? Because again, just to get into personal level, straight up, I'm not. Can I say where you? Not exactly where you live, but the state.
Yeah.
Okay. Just to be fair, I live in Illinois, and they live in Wisconsin. Obviously, with life and all that, I'm actually thinking of moving or getting a different house. So whether I go there would be pretty fucking cool because I get to see them and hang out with them if they're ever free, or I get the game with them. It's schedules more open up with me if that's the case, right?
Yeah.
But if I stay here, then it is what it is. But like, it's one of those things where, it saddens me because I just don't have time. It's getting to a point now where whenever it comes to gaming, it's straight up just like I just join in the call, play whatever the game they play, and then I just leave. I don't really play any new games as much anymore.
Yeah.
I would love to get into Call of Duty, but I get pretty mad at that game still. I'm being pretty fucking honest. But it is what it is. I guess you could say that I'm not a. Obviously, don't take what we're like as what I'm saying is a solution, but like it feels like there has to be some sort of a balance to make it work.
Mm-hmm.
I have to believe something. There is a balance to make it work, even if it's a fucking hour.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Hopefully sooner or later we kind of get over that stump, I guess, because that's one of the main reasons why. How long did it's been 2 weeks, right?
It's 3 actually, I think.
3
'Cause
weeks
missed
since
a
we made a
week,
podcast,
maybe.
dude.
Yeah.
So, but
And like honestly, like this feeling that I'm getting with not enjoying games as much is like one of the reasons why I haven't streamed yet, really.
mm-hmm.
It's because like streaming something that I want to do. I know that you kind of want to do it too.
I'm actually really down if you're down. It's
Yeah.
just more of a schedule thing.
Yeah, it's a schedule thing. We have to align our schedules, and then we have to like play a game.
Exactly. We tried
It's
it
just-
once with Bloodborne. That was
Yeah.
fun, by the way.
That was a great time. I love hearing you
Holy-
scream, as gay as that sounds.
It
Um,
was amazing.
it's like it's hard to stream. Like I really commend all the streamers out there. Just because,
Hell
like,
yeah, it's time consuming.
yeah.
dude.
People make it sound like it's an easy job. You just play games, but it's just like,
Fuck no,
dude,
dude.
like that's the thing. It's gonna be a job. Like even if you don't want to play games, you
Not
still have a
only
schedule to
that,
follow.
you have to be entertaining 24
Yeah.
like the whole time you're streaming. Like you can't just sit there and play. I'm assuming I don't watch that much streaming, but my
Same.
favorite streamers, shout out Saikuno, he's my favorite.
Because like you're a better streamer if you're good at gaming and funny, and you're neither. Like I'm neither of those.
Well, it feels like here's what I see it, right? This is how I see it. If you suck at talking but you're good at gaming, then you have a niche for streaming. But if you suck at gaming but you're good at talking, then you have a niche for streaming. But if you got neither, oh man.
No, if you have a niche for like being good at talking but not good at gaming, you start a gaming podcast like we do.
Exactly, yo. But unfortunately, this is not a live stream.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. I mean, like, it is what it is. I mean, you can't. It feels like, how do I say this? Every good thing has to end eventually.
Oh man, that hurts.
That was. I mean, it's inevitable. I mean,
It
it's
is.
not gonna be gone forever. It's just life moves on, and you either stay behind or you move forward.
It's weird to me because I have a shelf that's full of games. It's being more dominated by books now.
Dude, that's
Like whether
oh
it be,
man.
yeah, whether it be textbooks or just like books for me to read in my free time. It's like, dude, I'm becoming old. Okay, well, I can't even say that because honestly, like, not that many people read anymore. Y'all
Yeah.
should, but it's just like, dude, it's weird.
I mean, like, I read a lot more college books, I guess, more than games.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Yeah.
fucking sad. My shelf is filled with like books about like human anatomy, trail guide to movement, personal trainer manual.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know, man. Hell. I can't even do MMA as much anymore, to be honest with you.
I hate adulting and
Yeah.
being a person in society.
Man, I can't. You know what? Fuck being a human. I want to be a dolphin. Wait, what does that have to do with anything? I don't know what happened there.
Why out of all things you want to be a dolphin? Let's talk about this. Is that your spirit animal? Out of all things, you want to be a dolphin?
Fuck yeah, dude. They're smart.
Okay,
Wait, aren't they
okay.
mammals too? I could have sworn they're
They
mammals.
they are mammals.
Yeah. That's the thing. How long do they breathe underwater? If they're mammals, they can't breathe underwater. They have to go up at one point.
Yeah, they do. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't think about dolphins that much.
I don't know. I think I'm a dolphin.
Dude, I think okay. So, I was once asked like what animal I would want to be for like a job interview. Like they asked me that question. I said I wanted to be a bird, so I could fly free, be out and about, and also I get a shit on everything I want to.
What job is this?
My current one, yeah.
Who interviewed you?
Uh,
Is this
my
someone we know?
manager. Yeah, it's someone you know. You've talked to him before.
Okay.
But yeah, I was asked what animal I would want to be, and that was the answer I gave them. And I think that's part of the reason why I was hired is my
Dude.
honesty.
Straight up. Can you imagine, right? Can you imagine just like can you imagine just like trying to just try to like okay, I'm not like there's a certain criteria like a list of animals you say that would get you hired, but there's also a list of animals that you say would get you like not hired.
I mean, that'd be
Like-
pretty easy. I know a lot of people are like, yeah, I would want to be a sloth because I could just chill. And it's just like, well, you ain't gonna do shit then.
Yeah, exactly. Then straight up, you ain't getting hired. The fuck?
Yeah.
That's a good idea, actually. I might do that when I hire people. So, what type of animal do you want to be? Dude, I always wanted to be an armadillo. Why? I don't know. Just rolling through life.
I want to
was
be a
deep.
chicken so I could be a cock in your mouth.
Oh my god! Let me be your Popeyes, bro. Let me be Let me be that bucket of chicken. Oh jeez. But yeah. No, it is what it is, dude. It really is what it is. It really is. So Ooh.
So yeah, I think that about does it. Let us know how you deal with gaming and falling out with gaming, getting back into gaming, all of that good stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'm really curious on other people's thoughts about this. This is why we had this episode to begin with, because like both me and Mac are having this like
Middle
feeling.
crisis.
Yeah.
Y-
Gaming
yes.
crisis.
Gaming
Yeah.
crisis. Yeah. It's we've been wanting to talk about this in a while. We wanted to do it live actually,
Yeah.
but again, we just don't have time. So yeah, totally. Yeah, please comment down below. Tell us how you guys deal with it. Maybe you can help us out. And also, shameless plug. Please check out Max Adventures. Link in the description below. It's great.
Yeah, it's a pretty good video. I haven't watched it yet, but it's good.
You should watch it,
Promise
by
you
the way.
that.
But yes. But yeah, thanks guys. Thanks guys for watching or listening.
Something like that. Bye.
Bye.